What in the world? What's going on, David Hunt? All right, here's the link, folks. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I start going because we're gonna have about a good 20 minutes before I go into this. Thank you, David Hencap. David Hencap. Marcy Prince, how you doing? Memphis, Bill Street, yeah. Veterans Parkway. No, what I'm getting ready to do is hit on a little bit of after that first video. And the reason why I'm saying this is that this is what I told y'all in the beginning. A lot of people know this, and I'm so serious about what I'm talking about right now that I don't want y'all to take this the wrong way. It doesn't matter if people, I'm serious, I tell y'all all the time. It does not matter to me if people get mad at me, if people cuss at me. It is still not going to stop me from being me. I'm not going to change who I am, change the way I do things, compromise who I am because people want me to. And what I'm saying that for is this. After that first video, 7 people, which I'm serious, I promise you, I even wrote them a letter. And I wrote them back saying, hey, I'm sorry that this happened this way. Da 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 da. I wish you well. 4 people said they don't want to be a patron no more because patron allowed freedom of speech. I kid you not. I'm not trying to embarrass them. I'm just letting y'all know. It's one of those type of things where people are along the way with you. They with you until something, I guess, offends them and they don't like. The freedom of speech one kind of got me. And then the other ones that just watched this video, 3 of them said, can they have their refund back, which I don't care about it. I can just press a button and give it back. They asked for their refund back because they said, I want my refund back after that first video. Because they said politics is a big no-no, which I understand. But I was very clear, and you guys can say this. Nobody can say I didn't say this because you can always go back and watch the video. The camera never lies. I flat out said in my video, I said, I'm not into politics. I let them know that. So if I respect somebody because they are into politics, then they should respect me if I'm not into politics. I work with people that sit there and, what? You don't follow politics? Boy, you better follow politics because now look, I'm telling y'all right now with all honesty, I'm telling you how real that Lord is to me. I'm not concerned with what's going on in man's kingdom. I'm only concerned what I'm supposed to be doing for his kingdom. I swear to y'all with all my heart that I'm meaning what I'm saying right now. If everybody left me, period, whether it was patrons, and I don't mean like you guys, I'm just saying, I'm just making a general statement. If everybody was to leave and say, I'm not going to be a subscriber no more, I'm not going to be a patron no more, I promise you, my world is not going to change. My world is not going to change. It's going to be more like to me, like, oh my God, these people could have missed out on a real opportunity and having a better life, a better way of looking at things. But I'm not going to be like, oh man, now I can't live because I have no subscribers or no patrons. I don't even care. I'm not saying I don't care about y'all. I'm saying I don't care about even the politics within itself. The people that say they don't care about politics, they just made patron and this video politics. They try to be political by saying, if you're going to support this, I'm like, wait a minute, time out. Did you not listen to my video? I did not say I supported anything. I said, one thing I do support is people living. So anyway, people going to take things how they want to. I let them know I'm not mad at them. I told them I wish y'all well. I wish that it was something that we could do to make it better. But I did say to them, I did make a clear statement in my video when I said I'm not into politics. So, yeah, so I'm just letting y'all know that because the people might be in here listening. I told them I will address it live and all that, but I don't know what. Yeah, well, yeah, Doc, I heard about them doing stuff like that, but Hey, guess what? Y'all, I don't know if y'all remember. Do y'all remember that we had that psychiatrist? Do anybody remember that we had a psychiatrist in here? Y'all can answer the question, say yes, no, whatever, but I just want to see if y'all going to answer it before I go deeper into it. Got one yes. Okay, Jeanette. Oh no, JT's channel, yeah. A lot of us are. But yeah, what happens is that if a person leaves Patron shows me a statement. It don't tell me it don't tell me who left, but I can tell who it is based on the comments. So some people, like for instance, if some people stop being a patron, it'll say, why did you stop being a patron? And you will see a comment that says financial reasons, or somebody will say, I don't want to pay this amount this month, but I'm going to start back next month. I promise you guys, y'all know how I am. I got my own career. I don't. If this was just my life, I'll be begging like, please, this is my livelihood. But I'm like, I don't care about the person's money. So the person that said, I want my $6 back, I'm like, okay, I'll refund you your $6 back. But what I'm saying is this. Even I knew it was her because she said, this guy has no medical training. He has no this. And this was funny. She was like, he's helping people. He has no medical background. And she don't even know anything about me. I don't get on here and brag about degrees that I have and what I do. Y'all know about the therapy part and all that. Nobody knows. Well, some of y'all know about the schooling for PA and all that, and OPA, orthopedic physician assistant. A lot of y'all know about that. But the thing is that it's amazing to me that before there was like for instance, oh my God, you shouldn't be playing music in weddings and funerals, and I done played in concerts and all this. You shouldn't be playing music because you didn't go to school for music, but I know how to play. So my thing is that a lot of people, that psychiatrist, it seemed like she got mad because a lot of people were on board like, hey, Ty is helping me. But she's like, but he's not medically, but they're like, I don't care. He's helping me. See, that's the thing, is that when it comes to college, I've been to college. I got 2 degrees, okay? And the thing is that in college, you are taught what somebody else taught, what that person who taught that person who taught that person. There was a day when doctors were trained by other doctors, not through college, not through book, but by following another physician around for a year or something. They became a physician. I have a patient right now that's in his 80s. He became a doctor because he followed another doctor around for a whole year, learning everything. And then he got grandfathered in as a physician, never went to school. See, that's what I'm saying. The world got us in this. That's why I say I try to teach when I talk to people. I try to teach superior thinking, because if you don't think superiorly and to the most thinking superiorly is actually thinking real minute. Like, you don't have a college degree, but does that make you less qualified to help somebody? But then yet that same person was saying that she was a believer. So if you a believer, then you got to discredit everything anybody in the Bible ever did, because Jesus wasn't no medically certified, nothing. You know what I mean? Jesus didn't have a degree in carpentry, but he was a carpenter. You know what I'm trying to say? None of these people in the Bible had no degree. I think it was either Paul. I think Paul was a physician. But what school did Paul go to? Did he go did he go to the College of the Roman Pharisees University or whatever? But I'm just saying, when I got my degree in therapy, my first degree, when I got my degree in therapy, guess where all my learning came from? Not no book. Learning from a book only teaches you to remember what the book said. Repetition, repetition, repetition. What's the normal degree of range of motion for the shoulder? We know it's 180 degrees, not by practice, but because the book said normal range of motion for a shoulder is 180 degrees. Now, real practice from physical therapy came on when I know how to manipulate a neck or manipulate a back or put somebody's hip in place or put their shoulder back in place. That came by hands-on training. So they'll tell you, that's why when you go get a job, some jobs will tell you this, I don't want they'll say, well, we're not really looking for new grads. We want somebody with what? Experience. So in other words, they can care less about your degree, even though you got to have a degree to work. But my point is, they want somebody that has experience. So my point in saying all that is, since I was 19 years old, I've been preaching, teaching, counseling, helping folks get off of drugs, helping folks get their kids right, all the stuff like that. So now, would you want to take somebody that's fresh out of college as a psychiatrist because she's going to tell you what the brochure said And what this said, or somebody that got experience with folks on all levels, from people from the streets, people from the Army, people from the Navy, people from the Navy SEALs, people from the trailer homes. I mean, people that got all these psychological issues going on. And I dealt with these people, helped these people, sat down in their house. I didn't care if they had roaches and all that around. I was dealing with a human being. You know what I'm saying? And so to help these people, and these people sitting there, I mean, oh my God, I can show y'all letters after letters after letters after letters of emails that even that I'm getting right now from some of you guys, from some of the subscribers, people on the Twitter, Instagram. All these people are saying all these things like, oh my God, I can't believe how you helped me, how you helped me. I can't believe you just made it so simple when you said it this way, or I never thought to see it this way. And so when people see these things and their lives are being changed, who has a right to come in and say, you cannot be helping them because you don't have a medical degree? You don't have a degree in psychiatry. I don't care. I got a mind. I know how my mind works. I know how depressed I was. I know how I was on the streets. I know how I avoided death. You know what I mean? I know how I avoided starvation by going and picking cans and turning the cans in for money so I can get that money and get me something to eat. So don't tell me I don't know about the psychological fight and the struggle. So that's what I'm saying. And I let them know I'm not mad. It's just that people just need to understand that I ask people to question everything, question me on stuff that I say, go and research stuff, look stuff up, do all these different things. You know what I'm saying? Don't just take something just because it's at Facebook value. Don't just because somebody's saying they're this, because guess what? I'm not beating her down or nothing like that at all. I don't want y'all to think that, but I'm simply saying for her to be a psychiatrist, I think that's PhD. You would have thought that she would have stayed in here for the simple fact of trying to continue to help you guys. Even if she disagreed with me, she still could have been there for you guys, because you guys, let's just say, for instance, you guys, I know for a fact, not everybody agrees with everything that I don't want everybody to agree with me on everything. But my point is, some of y'all give advice some of you guys give advice to different people in here. Some of you give advice here. Y'all have exchanged emails and everything like that. So in other words, it's not just me helping you guys. You guys are helping you guys. So my point is that you would have thought that, no, it's freedom of no. You can't get in trouble for that. No, JT, no, absolutely not. Because guess what? In that case, an evangelist, every evangelist, preacher, teacher that's in church, they would all be getting in trouble. You just can't. Just like, for instance, I can sit there and tell psychiatrists how I disagree with them on a lot of things. Now, you're not medically legal. You're not medically certified to disagree with me. Oh, bull. I don't fall for that. I know my laws and everything when it comes to this medical field. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's just people. Lori Palmer, you crazy. She said, I sent you $1 to help with the reimbursement. Miss Palmer, you are crazy. But no, my thing is that even if the psychiatrist, I remember her name, she was CM Bay. I think that stands for Country Music Bay. And the thing is that there's things in here where she could have been helping you guys as well, because I don't know everything, but the things I do know, I know them well. So anyway, that's what I just kind of wanted to talk to y'all about, is that it's just so crazy how, I mean, you would know how fragile a person's mind is when you start to get on things and start to touch them, Like y'all seen me do. I would imitate Donald Trump. I would imitate Donald Trump, Barack Obama. I can imitate a whole lot of people. It doesn't mean that I'm like agreeing with them or disagreeing with them. I don't care who it is. I can imitate a whole lot of different people, but it doesn't mean like I'm for Trump or against Trump. I told you, I don't even care about politics. I'm not concerned with what's going on in this world. I'm concerned about the people in this world. So it don't have nothing to do with politics. And I mean, folks about the darn near, especially amongst my own kind, black people, when I tell them, no, I don't vote or anything. What? You don't vote? They sat there and went through slavery and went through the civil rights, so you can have a right to vote. Yeah, listen to what you're saying. You said I have a right to vote. That don't mean I have to. I have a right to drive, but does it mean I have to drive? No. I have a license to drive, but do I have to drive? No. What if I want to take the Metro link? What if I don't want to drive at all? Don't get mad at me because I don't want to vote. But then you say, well, don't get mad when they pass these laws and increase your taxes. Okay, I won't. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I'm so It's just the fact that the things I went through in my life, I know that no politician or no government system helped me. Whenever I did not have no money and I walked outside and there was a roll of $5 bills standing straight up with a rubber band around it and it was dated 5 years ahead of what the current year was, that's what I'm saying. I know that there's a God that takes care of me, whether people want to agree with me or not. I don't care. People say God doesn't exist. Yes, in your world, he doesn't. I guess he don't. But I know with me and what he's done for me, he does. And I don't blame nobody. That's what I'm saying. The way that God is so much, I don't care if people don't believe in God. My job is not to try to get nobody to believe in God. But once people do say, hey, I want to change my life, I do want to search God out, then I just simply tell them to talk to him, because he'll talk right back to you straight through your conscience. It's that easy. It's no thundering. Well, with me, there was no thunder and lightning. There was no, oh my God, something came crashing through the walls and it blinded. It was none of that. He simply spoke to me and said, do this, do that. I went and did those things, and then stuff happened. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Jesus wasn't concerned with politics back in his day. He sat there and said things like, render unto things that are Caesar, render unto things Caesar that are Caesar's, and things unto God, God's. In other words, he was kind of telling you, I'm not concerned with what they're doing. I'm concerned with what's going on in my kingdom, and that's how I am. If he's like that way, I'm that way. I'm telling you, I know that we got laws. I know that politicians do all these different things. Only reason why I know this because patients tell me, friends tell me, whatever like that. But for some odd reason, why does it seem like they come to me and say, but Ty, man, how come you are always doing so good? You seem to be doing so well all the time, because I know who governs me. You know what I'm saying? I know who governs me. I know people who ever get, if you govern by the government, hey, great. I'm not going to bash nobody for none of them things like that. I mean, whether you for the government or against the government, they raise taxes, lower taxes. I mean, what do you do when they raise the gas 20 cents? You still go and get gas. What do you do when they lower it? You still go and get gas. So the thing is that I promise you guys, when I tell you this, there is a spiritual being that's so intelligent, so powerful, that if you tapped into that spiritual life and allow him to speak to you, he allows you to see this world in a whole different way. I don't care about politics. If they raise taxes, God is still going to take care of me. If they say, well, now taxes, because of this, everything that's going on, they're going to be taking 50% of your paycheck, God is still going to take care of me. Be going to tell you why, because if I have a job right now and he's taking care of me, there was a time where I didn't have no job. I was going around picking cans, okay? Picking cans, turning it in for money. God was taking care of me. There were times where God told me to go to this person's house and knock on the door. I go and knock on the door. They'll simply say, before you say anything, son, the Lord told me that somebody was going to come out of this house today and I need to give this person $50. That's what I'm saying. It's amazing. That's why I don't get too caught up in that stuff like that. So I'm just telling y'all, that's why I love what I do. You guys, that's why I like helping people, seeing people do well, doing great. All those good things is because, so, Drew, you crazy. So anyway, that's what I'm saying is that, guys, I'm talking about the real deal. That's why it's so much joy, so much fun that I have, because once I started Cody C, I would have to check. What I'm doing right now, there's a ton of comments on Patreon right now. So what I try to do, I look on Patreon and see a person's message and see if it's a link to a song, then I'll try to do their song. So I'm kind of making my way up there, because there's like 78 different messages on there right now. Drew said it's time to go to the next video. Hey, y'all better be ready for the one that's going to be coming. If y'all looked on there, y'all see the one at 11 o'clock. Nah, Steve, hey, I made a comment about you the other day. You wasn't here. You wasn't here when I made the comment about you, Steve. I told them, I said, Steve said he never seen me take a drink. No, I'm sorry. The 11 o'clock is 11 Central. For those that want to know, I got to remember to say that. Yep, Laura. Y'all better be ready for it. I got a huge response when people want to do that. But hey, go into the 10 o'clock. I'm doing good, Richard Rodriguez. Let's go into the 10 o'clock. I will see you guys in there, okay? All righty, 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock video is about the show. It's doing the countdown right now, but it's about the show. 10 o'clock Central, the 10 o'clock Central. Steve said I'm famous now. I'll see you guys at the 10 o'clock.